I'll just have to lecture John. What does Leah tell you? Get close to the microphone.
Get close to the microphone.
All right, there you go. So I got that one on, and I gotta have that one on.
And don't come empty-handed.
And don't come. Well, I didn't know. Don't come empty-handed was a thing, but I applaud her for that because John McGuire's here from Visit Lake County, and he walks in and he's got a bottle of wine. He's like, "How long are we on until?" I go, "Well, 10, man. We're not hanging." He's like, "Do you think we can finish bottle?" There's 3 of us. Nick, are you going to have some of the wine? You brought it. Is it from DeSoto? Is it from your wine collection?
No, I didn't bring anything with me today.
It's one of our libation trail specialties.
We're in Leah and I for libation for the Flavor Festival. We went to DeSoto in is it Highwood or right? It's Highwood.
Yeah, Highwood.
Right? We went to DeSoto in Highwood, and we recorded this video. And then I get home and I send it to Visit Lake County for one of the stops for the check-in challenge and for the Flavor Festival. And there's no audio on it. My tablet was broken. It was a perfect storm of electronic problems. You know how electronic problems work, right? Oh, yeah. And I said, this is relatable. Everybody can relate with this because everybody's got to deal with computers and technical issues at work. The microphone does not work on my tablet anymore. We found that out. So there's video. It's great. It looks like a great interview. It looks like we're having a grand old time at DeSoto.
Silent Films.
Yeah. It was Nick and who else was there?
It was the Chef Peter DeRuvo.
Chef Peter, yeah.
He was the chef that started DeSoto.
Yeah. And the food was incredible. And we're going to, so I said, we got to talk about the place. So I said, can they come in on Tuesday and we do Taste It Tuesday.
Okay.
And what we do is we usually find something either delicious or bizarre or horrible to taste.
We try to keep it delicious.
Yeah, if it's horrible, never serve Surströmming. Don't even look that up. You'll have to throw your computer out. It's the worst thing we've ever. It's like the Malort of food.
Oh, lovely.
It's canned fish. You'll never have it at DeSoto. No. Everything we had there was delicious and spectacular. So we're going to talk about that a little bit this morning. Because we've only got a couple days left in the Flavor Festival with the Visit Lake County. There's like 4 days left
through the 28th through Friday. Yep.
Yeah. So
that doesn't mean you have to stop eating and drinking in the county.
No. But to get in on the contest,
right?
And the contest this time around is spectacular because we have multiple prizes. All you have to do is go to 5 of the places. Make DeSoto one of them. Check in with them on your phone. It's like geofenced, and then you'll go into drawing for all these wonderful prizes. We got Lincolnshire Resort
overnight dinner theater package at Marriott Lincolnshire Resort.
We got that cooking class thing,
cooking class at Joyful Gourmet, and overnight at Great Wolf Lodge. And then all the restaurants have kicked in gift cards from $25 to $150. So you can get a nice return trip to any of these destinations.
And how many places are there? There's how many?
There's over 80 restaurants and almost 30 libation trail destinations.
They're nearby. You can get to 5 of them between now and Friday. So don't be. And DeSoto definitely should be one of them. So we're gonna let's crack the wine. Where'd you get the wine from?
This is a wine. Actually, we had it in the office. This is from Valentino Vineyards in Long Grove. The grapes are actually grown in Long Grove. It's bottled in Long Grove, and there's a tasting room. It's seasonal. You have to kind of call ahead sometimes in the winter, but Rudy Valentino is the head of Valentino Vineyards.
You're not going to go wrong with a wine from a guy named Rudy Valentino.
Exactly. He and his wife. He and his wife have run this place for years.
Other than being a romantic film star or a winemaker, he really had no options in life. Rudy Valentino.
Yeah. Put it on the label. It looks
or
great.
A gigolo. I'm Fred Garvin. I'm Rudy Valentino, male gigolo. Anyway, all right, that's awesome. So we'll crack that open and try. Sure. I didn't know that they grew grapes for wine around here. That must be very specific.
Actually, there's an Illinois Wine Growers Association. There are obviously more downstate where the weather's different.
A little more temperate.
There's a couple up this way, but he's been doing this for
years.
And
these grapes are grown in Long Grove. My parents, when we had our house in Burlington when I was a little kid, my parents got grapevines, and I thought, wow, I'm going to be eating grapes.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was the wine kind of grapes or whatever. So all right, so we'll do that. We'll do some, and then we'll talk about DeSoto and the delicious food there and all the fun you can have there. And it's really a unique place. It's Taste It Tuesday today on the WIIL Rock Morning Show. And Leah picked a bad day. Can we drink a bottle of wine? Open it up, John, and I'll show you. We're gonna try some of that wine, local wine on Taste It Tuesday. You got any questions? Text them in about this Check-In Challenge Flavor Festival or what goes on at DeSoto. 800-223-9510. Here's Blink 182 on Will Rock. I waited, John, and you're drinking all right. I was going to cheers first, but I want to point out, John is here from Visit Lake County. I got Nick from DeSoto. We got a bottle of wine. We got 43 minutes. Try and finish it, guys. No, 53 minutes. Sorry. Are you drinking? No, okay.
I got both.
Cheers,
guys.
We can do this. I like that we're drinking out of little plastic cups.
Classy.
We fancy. Put your finger out. There we go. So this wine is made right here in Lake County in Long Grove.
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's a Chianti Reserve.
A Chianti. So it's a sweeter, kind of happier, kind of a fun wine.
It is.
When we were at DeSoto, you guys have Chianti there.
Oh yeah, I've got a few different kinds.
Yeah, that's like look at me. Isn't Chianti? Isn't that the one that used to come like the bottle was wrapped in like rose, like macrame or something?
Yeah, the little wicker base to the bottles. Yeah, exactly.
Do they do that still?
Not many people. Some do, but you can go to any antique stores and find a few bottles, dump your bottle in there, and have a great time.
That's weird. That's like dog pushing the meatball across the plate with the Chianti and the spaghetti or something. Speaking of noodles, I was looking on the Facebook page, DeSoto Facebook page. There's not a lot on there, but I looked at this and it was a mistake. I go back to October 14th of 2024, and they posted a picture of their carbonara. With the egg yolk on top and the noodles and the carbonara, and you can see the little pieces of, I don't know if it's bacon, pancetta or whatever. But that looks good.
It's hands down one of the best dishes we've got on the menu.
I saw it was still on the menu when Leah and I were there like 2 weeks ago, and their carbonara was on the menu. I'm like, and you guys were like, "What do you want to try from the menu?" And I'm like, and I was gonna say the carbonara because but it's so rich and whatever. But I thought to myself, you know what? I'm gonna come back here with my girlfriend on a date, and I'm going to order that. I'm saving that. Do you have, Nick, working there? Do you have a favorite thing that you get at DeSoto, or is it does it vary, or
I mean, I'll eat just about anything on the menu. It's all fantastic. Usually my go-to is the Italian chopped salad.
Yeah,
keep it nice and light. Or at the end of the evening, if I got a little room for something heavier, the cavatelli with pesto is fantastic. A big nata burrata up on top of that.
Oh,
absolutely fantastic.
Let's put a piece of cheese on top of that.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I like that you started with a salad and you ended with a piece of cheese on top of the entree.
Yeah.
So pretty much from here to here.
Oh yeah.
And it's all delicious. And the place is a unique experience, and we'll talk about that a little bit. But that's one of the places you can stop in. You got a few days. You got through Friday for the check-in challenge for Lake County Flavor Fest. And that's why we got wine here. You can stop in. Now you can buy this wine just there where they make it. Where is it at?
It's at Valentino Vineyards
in Long Grove.
It's on Aptekissick Road in Long Grove.
Okay.
He's been there for a long time. There's a big iron gate. So I'd always call ahead because his hours are, when he's not out in the field
picking grapes.
He's in there
stomping on wine and
stomping it, bottling it, sampling it.
Do they make it there too, or do they make it somewhere else? They make it
beginning to end. And bottle it and everything right there.
Yeah,
it's a nice little family operation. Where you can
put like plastic things on your feet and stomp the wine. That's what they used to really do that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I gotta think they're not. I gotta think they have a machine for that now. So.
Yeah, I know they have done it in the past. I don't know if they're, health department.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know if I trust that. Whatever.
We got some for it.
You could exfoliate in this. I'd still drink it, John. You want to throw little skin cells in here? This is a good wine, and it's a Chianti. No, it's a
Chianti.
Oh, that's a Hannibal Lecter wine.
I knew that would come.
It is what it is.
You can't say the word without doing the thing.
Hello, Clarice. I don't know, whatever. Hannibal Lecter's there. I'm still drinking this stuff. So we're going to finish this bottle of wine. We're going to talk a little bit more about Flavor Festival and the fun stuff you can win now through Friday. And we went out with one of the winners from a past check-in challenge. We'll talk about that a little bit. Too. Had a great time this weekend. It's 9/12. Expect sunshine today and a warm one. Pretty much 40s and 50s for the next couple of weeks. It's 40 now. More wine and fun on Taste It Tuesday coming up from the WIIL Rock Morning Show. Just hanging out in the studio on a Tuesday, drinking a bottle of wine with my buddies. It's a good day at work, right?
No,
Work.
Yeah. Nick works at how many restaurants? The restaurant group is, what is the group called?
So it's Scott Harris Hospitality. We
Yeah.
have 18 total restaurants. There's only one DISOTTO. We've got our Francesca's, the first restaurant that Scott Harris opened. We've got about 12 locations kind of scattered throughout Lake and Cook County.
Yeah.
Phenomenal spots to stop at.
What is the one that Chef Peter, he had the tattoo on his arm was
Vinny's.
Vinny's.
Yeah.
So it's very strange because I don't think I searched Vinny's or anything, but I'm scrolling through Facebook. I'm looking at reels and a video showed up of some buddy that goes out and reviews restaurants or whatever. And it was a video of Vinny's. And I sent it to him. Did I send it to Leah? I think I sent it to Leah. And I go, this is the place he was talking about. That looks remarkable there.
Oh, it's
an
incredible
It
experience.
seems like it was his baby. He's like Peter was like, this is the place you got it. Where is that? That's in by the where we send people for concerts. It changes its name everywhere.
Tinley Park.
Tinley Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it called now? I don't know. That's what my show announce is. Yeah, Credit Union One Amphitheater. I have a show announce for the Credit Union One Amphitheater this morning. I'll announce that you go early, you go to Vinny's, and you go to the concert.
Oh yeah,
An itinerary.
Yeah,
yeah. It's a great time. I mean, it's a party. It's lively. It's fun.
yeah.
I mean, and you get a chance to see Chef Pete and
He was just so enthusiastic.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got a tattoo about it. So, and if a chef has a tattoo about a specific restaurant, because if you're a chef, they're vagabonds. They're like a lot of different, like creative types.
Yeah.
They tend to have wanderlust and go around. And he's probably worked at, how many restaurants and whatever.
Yeah.
But Vinny's got a tattoo on his arm.
Yeah, that is his pride
That's
and
a
joy.
sign.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he fits like peanut butter and jelly there.
I can't wait to go there. So, yeah. But also, I got to say, DISOTTO,
Mhm.
the menu was awesome. The wine selection was huge. And then the place, if you go to our website right now, you can see TomTube of what's going on in here today. It's DISOTTOitalian.com. The place has got character. How long has DISOTTO been open there in Highwood?
So we opened up in 2013. So it's been around for 12 years.
Yeah. Any restaurant that can last over a decade is doing something. It's a tough business. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is. But I mean, we've got a great little spot. We've got phenomenal food, and service is just fantastic. And
it like we went downstairs. There's some private space there, and I'm sure overflow on busy times like whatever Valentine's Day. I'm sure you had people down there.
Oh yeah. We'll use those rooms if somebody wants to sit there. We've got a spot for them.
And if you just want to go in and see the place and not have a big meal and make a thing out of it and just check it out. What night is pizza night? It's like half price pizza.
Oh yeah, so we do $10 pizzas on Mondays.
Pizzas, yeah.
And then $10 cocktails on Tuesdays from our house cocktail list.
Yeah.
And then Wednesday is best night of the week since we're drinking wine right now. You can get a bottle of wine for half off.
There's my night.
On the By the Glass list. Yeah.
There's my night.
Oh yeah. But you bring a couple friends, each you get a bottle.
Trick somebody into being the driver and half price bottles of wine. Pizza on Mondays. If you just want to go check the place out, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. And then you take somebody there on a date, and and then you take them home, and they'll do the weird stuff after you take them. You'll probably have to rest for a while because of the meal.
Yeah, the carbs are low, but that's what we have limoncello for. We'll get you around to limoncello. Calm me down.
Everybody, if you've never had limoncello, it sounds like it's just limoncello. It's like a lemon and a car battery had a baby, and it's limoncello because you drink it and it's very tasty, but it also kicks you right in the uvula. I mean,
it's intense.
Yeah,
it's an experience,
but it's fun.
It's so good.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite things to drink.
You don't have grappa there, do you?
I do. Yeah,
don't have grappa. So if you go,
ours is really good.
It's the Italian version of Malort, is what it is.
Yeah.
If they had prohibition in Italy, which I'm sure they didn't, it would have been, no, that's not a wine, that's a grappa. Take a little bit of that. And then the inspector drinks. He's like, no, that's medicine. You can't. Grappa is they squeeze the peels, right?
After they make wine, they'll ferment and distill the leftover juice from the grapes from wine into grappa.
It's Italian Malort.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is there anybody that likes it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people like it.
Oh yeah,
it's a sipper.
Yeah, it's a very unique taste. It's just like Malort. Some people love it, some people don't.
Yeah. Some
But
people love it. Name
Yeah.
two. Anyway, yeah.
Let's
I
give me a minute. I'll think
I
about
actually
it.
know people that like Malort, so I'm sure people like grappa.
Oh,
But it's a true
Malort's
Italian.
fantastic.
It's a true. You're an idiot. It's a true. I have it right here if you'd like to. It's a true Italian experience. But that's the kind of place it is. You can get the stuff that's. And then it's got the whole speakeasy vibe too, which is a big thing right now.
Yeah. So the actual design of the restaurant, so DISOTTO translates to English as below or underneath, and below or underneath your house would be your wine cellar. So that's kind of how we got the kind of underground look. Typically, below the basement of the house,
The
you'll have
bricks and the drip kind of ceiling.
Yep.
I don't know what that's called, but that, and you just feel like you're in a.
Yeah.
We're getting away with something.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intimate and fun, and great for private events too. DeSoto is on Sheridan there in Highwood. I highly recommend going in there. We went in last week, 2 weeks ago. We recorded a video, but it's like a silent film. So it's like back in the day, back in the early days of the 1900s.
Put
or
the
whatever.
black and white filter on it.
That's all we got to do. And it'll look like we meant to do that with no audio. We could put like the
Subtitles.
piano. We could put the piano music under it and put the words. Let's do that.
Okay.
You got to do it. My video people don't have that skill. So, but go in and see them and actually listen to what they say because my mic did not work on my tablet. It is 9:21. How are we doing on the wine? Is anybody on this? John finished his glass.
I'm
Nick,
waiting for you.
No, I'm trailing behind here. I still got a bit left
too. Nick and I'll catch up, John.
All right.
This is work for John. We'll talk about what we did on Sunday.
Taking the afternoon off.
Coming up, visit Lake County is a good time and a good thing to do. The check-in challenge goes through Friday. You got to get to 5 places. Find out more. Go to the website, which is visit lakecounty.org. Visit lakecounty.org. You can find DeSoto online at DeSotoItalian.com. talking about all sorts of fun stuff going on in Lake County. Visit Lake County. John is here this morning, and he brought Nick in from DeSoto in Highwood, and it's Taste It Tuesday. Leah and I went in and tasted it there at DeSoto, and it was delicious. You can try places throughout Lake County and end up winning some stuff. We'll tell you more about the check-in challenge coming up next, and how you can win and what you can win and all that. Sunshine today, high 51. We got some clouds moving in tonight, 34. Cloudy and 47 tomorrow. It's 41 right now. Leah is off. I just heard from her. She says she will be back tomorrow. So we hope she feels better. Check-in challenge, the nuts and bolts of that again a little bit and what you can win coming up next. And we're making progress on our bottle of wine. I feel we're
At the halfway point?
these are little. Now listen, here's a way to make it so that we do it better.
Mhm.
You take your little, because these break apart, these plastic wine, you take the bottom off. And then you can't set it down.
There you
and
go.
if it stays in your hand,
Mhm.
not that I need a system to drink the wine.
Patent that.
Yeah.
This is made in Lake County,
It is.
and it's Chianti.
Mhm.
And where is it from again?
Valentino Vineyards on Epikisik Road in Long Grove.
And do they? How many? Do you know? Do they make other? They don't just make Chianti, or
Oh no, they make
Yeah.
several varieties. I'm
And they're-
not the winery guy, but
Yeah.
Rudy, the owner there, will talk you through the
and they
entire.
have. It's a Lake
menu.
County vineyard.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, cheers. There's local
Cheers to
wine.
us.
Yeah.
There's
Yep.
that.
Mhm.
John's got water.
That was the gulp, gulp,
Be
gulp.
interesting. I'm happy. I like wine.
Me
it's
too.
gonna be there. We got 29 and a half minutes left in the show, and it could get a little squirrely. You guys have been warned. Not as bad as last time you were here. It got a little weird, didn't it, John? And he,
I have on my business card radio bartender.
is that, yeah, you did a
So
fine job. You're doing a
I've
fine
been doing
job.
this for several years for you guys.
You're welcome, because you always bring something good. You want something good? Head into DeSoto on Sheridan in Highwood. More about that coming up too as we do Taste It Tuesday. We got a concert announcement coming up in just a couple of minutes, and that's for Tinley Park. Say the name of the restaurant again.
Vinny's.
And where is Vinny's in Tinley Park? Is it near the concert venue? Can we could Uber? We could go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
All
a
right.
quick ride to it.
All right. Well, we got a concert announcement for Tinley Park. You could go to Vinny's. We'll tell you what that is coming up next on Will Rock. All right, we got a concert announcement after the world's longest drum roll. But this place, it's in Highland. No, it's in Tinley Park, and you could make it over to Vinny's. How, Nick? It's right there.
Yeah, right down the street. just across the highway.
Yeah. So there you go. There you go. Head on over to Vinny's and then head off to the Credit Union One Amphitheater. 95 WIIL Rocks welcoming the Summer of Loud Credit Union One Amphitheater on July 13th. Parkway Drive, I Prevail, Beartooth, and Kill Switch Engage. Bunch of other bands. Devil Wears Prada, The Amity Affliction, Alpha Wolf, going to be a big one. Kingdom of Giants, just a whole bunch of bands. Summer of Loud. This is going to rock Credit Union One Amphitheater. Now, listen, tickets go on sale this Friday at 10. You can get all the details at 95willrock.com, and I'm sure we'll have a boatload of tickets that we'll be doling out. So keep listening for your chance to win. Again, the Summer of Loud tour. It's the Credit Union One Amphitheater in Tinley Park, right down the road from Vinny's. We're talking about DISOTTO, though, today, DISOTTO Italian. And we're drinking wine. We have 26 minutes now to finish the rest of our wine. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wine from Lake County. A lot going on in Lake County. The check-in challenge. One of the locations you can stop at. You need to get into 5 to win the prizes before Friday. You need to stop at 5 places. You can do that. Go have a glass of wine at DISOTTO. And Nicholas, tell your wine. There's a whole wall of wine when you go in.
Yeah.
How many, like, your wine list is how many wines on your wine? I know that's a hard question because it varies, but
I've got about 50 wines on the menu.
All right. And if somebody doesn't, like, I like wine, but I don't know wine. Is it idiot proofed there? Is it, you guys can help.
Yeah. So we've got a dummy proof wine list, or you're always welcome to ask for myself to stop on by. I'll grab you some taste. We'll walk through some wines. If we can't find a wine that works for you, I've got beers and cocktails that'll.
Leah had a couple of really fun looking cocktails while we were there.
Yeah. She had the Scarra de Foco, like a spicy margarita, and the Basilico limoncello and basil cocktail. Yeah, she has good taste in cocktails.
It's a good place. If you want to impress somebody, I got a new girlfriend. I'm gonna bring her there. So.
Yeah, we'll hook you up.
Yeah. All right. What if somebody's going and is there a special wine? Is there one that you would say you got to try this wine? As a guy who's in the biz and knows the wines a little more.
Yeah, we've got some really phenomenal products. So we've got some really great options. As far as like some entry level wines, I've got a really great Italian Pinot Nero. Really phenomenal, really unique, something fun and different. If you like white wines, I have a Sauvignon Blanc that's made by the only Maori run vineyard out of New Zealand. So really unique there. Not quite Italian, but just a really good representative of
New Zealand. New Zealand. Here's my wine knowledge. New Zealand and Oregon.
Yep.
If you're getting a Pinot Noir, get it from Oregon. And it's because of the weather there. If you put two wines next together, one's from Oregon and one. And the Pinot Noirs, I would try, and I'll get that one's from Oregon. It's very good. So that's the only wine thing I know. Like they'll have the wine list. Well, there's one from Oregon. Those winters are a little more mild, so you're gonna get a little better grape growth. I don't know what the hell I'm saying, but I can BS with the best.
Close enough.
Right.
No,
exactly.
But they're making some phenomenal wines.
Do you obviously like wine? Do you have a favorite kind of?
I am very big fan of Nebbiolo from northern Italy, right in the Alps, just below. Switzerland. Nebbiolo makes Barolo and Barbaresco, the king and queen of Italian red wines.
You're just making up words now. That's the king and queen of Italian wine. What is it?
So Barolo.
Can you type this out in an email and send it to me so I can memorize it?
I'll bullet point it for you.
I will bring my lady friend there and I will say these words and she'll be all like, we have to leave right now.
Don't you worry.
What is it called?
So Nebbiolo is the grape, and then you can make it into Barbaresco, which is the queen of red wines. And if you age it a little bit longer and make it in the region of Barolo, now you have Barolo, the king of red wines from Italy.
So during COVID, people learned languages, people started companies, people got things accomplished. You know what I did? I filled my back deck with wine bottles.
Yep. Same.
And I have never, because I started out, I thought it was going to be, we were told like a week or two.
Right.
I'm like, well, we're just going to sit home and drink wine, I guess. When I'm not on the air. I came here and then I went home and drank wine. And I started out just opening the back door just to be a smart ass and throwing the wine bottles out in the backyard. And then eventually two of them collided and shattered. I'm like, all right, this is going to be a little bit longer. So I started stacking them on my deck.
Yeah.
So I had a deck covered in wine bottles. At the end of it, I had to fill up some garbage roller dumpsters, 2 of them. And I still had a ton of wine bottles. I had a listener come and get them and make art out of them.
Oh, there you go.
I don't think in all that time drinking wine, I had a Nebbiolo Barolo. Did I say that right? Am I close?
Nebbiolo.
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 I've had some wine.
Yeah,
Nebbiolo.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Barolo is the big sibling
All right.
to Nebbiolo.
What does it taste like?
Oh, it's really dry.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of residual sugar in it. Nice and fruity. Strawberry. It's just
All
one
right.
of the best wines ever.
All right. All right.
The Nebbiolo is the affordable version.
Yeah, I was
Barolo
gonna say,
can get
is
up there in
I was
price.
gonna say, is it expensive? So the younger one I can get,
Yeah.
and then if I'm a connoisseur and I got some money to burn, I can go and move on to what is the next one called?
So Barbaresco and Barolo, they're a little bit of a step up. You can still get them for decently cheap.
Yeah.
You can find some good examples for $50, $60.
All right.
But
I'll buy that kind of bottle of wine.
Yeah.
But when I
Special
do,
occasion.
I tell somebody that I you got to slip it in. Somebody, it's at $60, blah blah blah.
Yeah, of
just
course,
so
yeah.
they know
No,
that
yeah.
I'm not giving them the $3 bottle.
right,
of wine.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to slip that in.
All right. Well, so stop into DeSoto if you're a whiny. DeSotoItalian.com, and you have wine dinners sometimes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
tastings and.
Yeah, so if you on our open table website,
Yep.
Check it out. We'll have under the experiences tab, we'll put together some wine tastings. Hopefully we'll have one coming up towards the beginning of spring, kind of highlighting some spring wines, maybe some light reds, some whites, sparkling wines, some great wine options to, kick off the spring right, drinking in some nice warm weather.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
I'll send you the invite.
That'd be great. Well, you can come in for Taste It Tuesday, and we'll have some of the wine.
There
It's
we
like
Yeah.
It's a good
Well,
Tuesday.
you can also build a big itinerary in Highwood. They've got so many
Yeah.
huge festivals.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a melting pot.
We
of
rode the
different types of
motorcycles through
restaurants.
there during Pumpkin Fest,
Oh,
and I had heard
Oh,
about
cool.
Highwood
Mhm.
Pumpkin Fest.
Yeah.
They diverted traffic around the pumpkins. Like there
no, they
were.
diverted you.
But there were so many, but I'm like, what is going on here? And they all had like the same hole in them or something.
Yeah.
Do you understand that or not?
Well, like on the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they do that. So you
It's
just
the
carve it and
exact
stick it on the
same
shelf.
hole. Yeah.
They probably just go in with a drill and
But
Yeah.
that's one of the biggest
Go to the-
pumpkin attractions in the county.
It's
Oh,
insane.
yeah.
Or in the country.
Mhm.
In the country.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't know. So go to DeSoto, have something to eat, and look at 8 billion pumpkins.
Yep.
We've
They're
also
in
got
Highwood.
Broken Tea Brewery. and
Yeah.
28 Mile Distilling is
Yeah.
an awesome venue for
Mhm.
concerts and great cocktails that they
All right.
make themselves. So it's a really cool
You
town.
have through
Yeah.
Friday to stop into 5 places. You could just go to Highwood, have some cocktails at a
There you
few
go.
of them, and then stop in
Mhm.
and eat at DeSoto and have the carbonara.
There you go.
Yeah.
And next time Nick comes in, he'll bring the carbonara. You can't. I don't know how well that travels because you gotta get the egg on top of it. You gotta have it there.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a good leftover too, but you gotta have it there. So
Yeah.
my wine glass is empty. I'm doing
Oh,
my
no.
We're
part.
working it.
John's
Right.
doing his part. Nick is
Still lagging.
He's
Man,
already said I gotta work today.
Mhm.
This is work.
Right.
What time did you get up?
I was up at about 6 o'clock.
So that means if you're working an 8-hour day, you're done at 2.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
So we'll polish these off. We'll polish these off and then get on with our lives.
Tom
all
will
right?
write you a note.
Hey, I will write you a note.
There you go. Thanks.
Signed Epstein's mother. Check-in challenge going on now with Visit Lake County.
Yep.
We're talking with John from Visit Lake County about the check-in challenge through Friday. You're on the ass end of it, as my dad would say. You're on the tail end of it, as John would rather have me say. But you have to check in at 5 places, and it's an app on your phone, and it's like that geofencing. So you got to be there.
Exactly.
You go inside, you get a glass of wine at DISOTTO, you have yourself you got some small plates. Can I sit at the bar and have a snack?
Absolutely.
You check in there, and then you could literally in Highwood knock it out. You could knock it out in one day.
Go up and down the street, check in, and find some places you never would have found before.
Yeah.
And Lake County's huge.
That's the point of it.
We go from Zion to Antioch to Barrington to Highland Park, and there's 1,000 restaurants in there.
Did you do A to Z on purpose, Zion to Antioch? Did you? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He did that intentionally. Yeah.
That was just a happy mistake there, or a happy coincidence from Antioch to Zion and I like
got
that
the
you
elevator speech down.
I like that you went backwards, because I always felt bad for the Z kids, because they usually ran the alphabet the forward way. Once in a while, they would never do it backwards. Now, as a K, as somebody who's there in the flyover letters, I'd be like, when are we going to start in the middle? Yeah, from what's a K town in Lake County?
Killdeer.
From Killdeer to well, give me a J one, because that's right before K. From Killdeer to all right, you got to
John's
work on
house.
John's house. You're to John's house. After bar at John's.
Hey,
all right.
Hey, I'll
all
crack
right.
one open for you.
We're going day drinking. We're having Chianti
But
today.
no, you mentioned Z, and you went to Zion.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Illinois Beach.
Yeah, I went there to the hotel there, and that was great too. And the view there, if you have a special event with the lake and all that, more so in the summertime when I was there, they had made a heart in the snow, and I'm like, I'm not going out there. The lake looks angry right now, but if you're inside eating and drinking, it looks beautiful.
And that's one of our challenges. We're called Lake County, and we want to be able to highlight Lake Michigan, obviously, the chain of lakes.
It's a gift.
All these different towns and venues we have. People don't think about stepping outside the box.
Right.
You know,
you go to the same places, which
town.
I like going to my regular places I'm comfortable with. I'll eat at Jesse Oaks or Mickey Finn's or Backyard Steak Pit.
I've heard
they're nearby. And I love them. They're each, different things. So you go to your usual places, but I wouldn't have gone to DISOTTO if it wasn't for Visit Lake County and the Flavor Festival and the Check-in Challenge. And now I'm going back, and I'm going to have the carbonara and take my special friend, and she'll do the weird stuff if you take her somewhere. No, I don't know. I haven't tried that yet. But.
And I'll meet you at.
So we got enough wine for it.
And I'll meet you at Fit Nation on March 1st. After this is all over with.
I really don't see that happening. You start without me. I'll just start without me. I'll be there. I'll be there. So, what were you gonna say, Nick? You don't know. You're drinking red wine.
Yeah,
let's finish our red wine. Yay! I feel like Nick is slacking a little bit, but he's going to go to work after this. I'm going to go in my office and lay on my couch.
Right.
He's in the managerial role.
Yeah.
He's got a.
I have to do payroll tonight.
Well, all the more reason.
Another zero.
Another zero. You drink some wine, you move some decimal points. There you go.
Oh, well. Hopefully in the right direction, but
how did our busboy get a Lamborghini? What the hell? All right, now we got one. This is the last. We got to finish the wine, or you can't leave.
Oh yeah.
But we
Of course.
we got a couple important things we got to do with this before we go. Number one, I want to explain the check-in challenge one more time, and how you can. John's pouring the wine. I'm behind. Look at that. I'll kill it. Drink a bottle of wine. This glass is empty. Otherwise, we're a bunch of
Successful
wimps.
Tuesday.
Yeah, it's a good Tuesday at work. And one more time, the wine is grown and made and sold in Lake County at
Valentino Vineyards in Long Grove on Kissick Road. Always, call or check the website before you go because they're a family business.
They make the wine there.
They make the wine. They bottle it. They sample it. They do groups.
Is the vineyard there too, or is that somewhere else in the county? The
vineyard's
vineyard's
right
there. They go up, pick the grapes.
You
make
can walk
it there.
through the vineyard with the
and then they
the
make
guy
the
who
wine.
grew them.
It's like, yeah. I've been to Sicily. I've seen them make. It's the same thing here in Lake County. I mean, it's a little smaller scale, and you don't see Mount Vesuvius, but we got Lake Michigan. It's not like we're horrible. It's a pretty.
You're
place.
right by downtown Long Grove.
There you go.
Keep the day
Long
going
Grove is very picturesque.
Yes. Plenty to do.
Long Grove is walk around and hold your girlfriend's purse while she looks at overpriced knickknacks. John's like, don't call them overpriced. It is what it is.
It's welcoming.
Yeah, it is what it. Long Grove is fun, man. It really is.
Sock Monkey Museum.
What's the brewery?
Buffalo Creek
Brewing. Yeah. And so
Uncorked.
at the winery and at
Broken Earth.
Buffalo Creek, you can't have food, but I know at Buffalo Creek you can have it brought in.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a tasting room at the winery, and you can
the
idiots not to.
Broken Earth, Uncorked. I mean, Long Grove's actually evolved from all those, shops. It's more dining and entertainment now.
Yeah. I like Long Grove. It's a good time. The Strawberry Festival, right? Is it chocolate or strawberry?
Chocolate, strawberry, and Apple Fest.
Yeah, all the festivals.
Yep.
In Long Grove. Pick a lane. And can we get a little
Irish
bit more
Fest.
of a protection thing for the bridge? That's now they're just doing it for attention. All right, stop slamming into the bridge, people. So anyway, that's that check-in challenge. You can go to all these places now. If you go to Highwood, you can go to DISOTTO. Now, Nick, this is your last challenge here before we
fire away.
I understand you've been drinking, so you're going to be
I've
honest.
had a few.
You're going to be honest with this. If you go to DISOTTO in Highwood on Sheridan, and you're only going to go there one time, somebody's driving through, and they're like, "Oh, let's stop at this place. It looks interesting." And they go in, and they're going to have one thing, and then they'll tell all they're never coming back. This is like the favorite child thing. What is the one thing they're going to have?
Grilled pizzas.
Grilled pizzas. Of all the like fun, classic, like fancy things, you're going with grilled pizzas, which I saw while I was there, and I didn't know. Like I know brick oven pizza, but I grilled pizza, and we had I forget what one we had.
You had the prosciutto and arugula.
Yeah,
with a little balsamic on top.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would not order that if you guys hadn't brought that. So not only is Flavorfest about trying new places, order something you wouldn't order, or ask for a recommendation from your server. And I was talking to your servers, and you have them like try the things, and they're not talking out their ass. They know what they're talking about, and they'll be honest. Grilled pizza. Do you have a favorite? Which grilled pizza? We had, or
I like the arugula. A little balsamic. It's absolutely fantastic. And if you don't like it, send it back. We'll send you something else.
The arugula is a little off-putting, only in that I feel like I'm being healthy.
But then we cover it in prosciutto and
there's prosciutto there and balsamic.
Yeah,
that pizza was like I took it home.
Pizza night.
Pizza nights are Mondays.
$10 pizzas on Mondays. Go in, have a glass of wine. If Nick's there, ask him which glass of wine, and he'll be able to tell you. And just check out. It's one of the places you have this Friday to check into 5 places. We have 3 minutes and 50 seconds to be done with this wine, John.
We'll knock that out.
Nick's done.
I'm already finished.
Nick did his part.
Started behind, finishing first.
You got to have that kick at the end. That's how you win the race.
I got my second win.
Yeah, there you go. Cheers,
guys.
You want to know more? Just go to Italian.com or visit lakecounty.org. Thank you, boys, for coming in today for Taste of Tuesday.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
What'd you say?
Taste Tuesday.
I forgot that. I caught that. Sunday was pretty good too.
We were friends, John, and I love you, man. Man. We'll wrap up whatever this is next on Will Rock. Yep. Just saying. Thank you guys for coming in. Nick from DISOTTO, Thank you for coming in today. I will see you soon.
Sounds good.
Get that carbonara ready.
We'll have it ready.
You got events and all that stuff, and wine, and just a good time in Highwood.
Yeah, absolutely. We involved ourselves in the local community as well.
Yeah.
So any events that are going on in town, check us out. We've always got something fun going on.
Thanks, Nick. And the other restaurants definitely too. So
yeah, absolutely.
Is there a one website for the whole group, or where you can get them all, or do you got to go to the individual restaurants?
Yeah, so you can go to ScottHarrisHospitality.com.
Okay.
So they'll show all the restaurants, everything that's going on with the company. Around the holidays, so we've always got something fun happening.
And the Tinley Park places.
Oh yeah,
There's also another Scott Harris property in Lake Forest.
Some red wine, John?
Yeah. Mia Francesca is in Lake Forest.
Oh, in Lake Forest.
That's
Yeah.
another Francesca's into a really cool spot.
That's another
Not as good as DeSoto. Not as good. John, visit Lake County Friday is the end. If you visit 5 places, you can win the check-in challenge. Go to visitlakecounty.org. We took out the check-in challenge libation trail winners on Sunday and hit a few places.
Yeah, we went to Balsaki's Brewing in Mundelein. We went to Round Lake Beach for Blackmon Brewery and Harbor Brewing and Ninth Hour Brewing in Lake Villa. And we had a fun group.
So fun. Such a day.
Tom and Wayne are great tour guides and show us how to drink.
Wayne has to drive. He drives the Will Rock Airport bus. Yeah. And I'm the designated drinker. You do what you're good at. Yeah. So Wayne looks like the guy from Otto from The Simpsons. So he pulls up in our airport bus. Hey, little dudes, let's go drinking with Visit Lake County. So thank you, John. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We'll be back tomorrow, bright and early, 5 until 10. You have a good day. Jen Mar's coming in next. Be nice to each other. I am 2 minutes behind on finishing my wine. I suck. John, Nick,
cheers away.
Two of the 3 of us, so I think we win. All right.
I think so.
Have a good day. Be nice to each other. 95 Will Rock.
Go home. Go.